We all love throwing dry flies to rising fish, but the reality is a lot of the water around us is stocked with trout that hold near the bottom and just want a big, easy meal. In this video, I'll show a handful of fly patterns that'll catch both stocked and wild trout, including one that's ridiculously effective just about any time, anywhere. Welcome to Fifth Day Fly Fishing. I'll see you out there. So we're gonna start out with old Pat's rubber leg. I'll end and what is my favorite fly, but Pat's rubber leg right here, this is a classic. Tried and true. I'm gonna work up under this big boulder here. Problem is, there's that deadfall right there. See, like how hard would it be to get a good hook set in there for this? Well, we're gonna try it. There's a fish. Oh, that's a good one. Yes! First cast under that big rock. Old Pat's rubber leg coming through. This thing just all around crushes. Very healthy, nice stock trout right there. Pretty dude. See you, buddy. The thing I love about the Pat's rubber leg so much is just how heavy it is. It's just such a good fly. Like it typically has like a big bead on it, bigger hook, like a size 12 or size 10 hook. It'll catch anything. I'm gonna go right back down there. Problem is, if I hook into a bigger one, it's gonna, I bet, instantly take off under that tree. There's a fish up there. Oh my gosh. That was a big fish and he broke me off. Man, I don't know how I would have landed that fish. I really don't. It's gonna be a pretty good day today, by the way. Just pop up the conditions. I always like to include that. I'm gonna move down some more. Some really good, like, little pockety stuff down here. Any of these holes, any of them could hold a big old boy. That's a fish. There we go. That's a good one. It's fighting well. Oh no. Getting downstream of me. Come on now. That's a good fish. Good fighting fish at least. There you go, buddy. Yeah. Let's talk fish here. For sure. See you, bud. All right, that's 3 for the Pat's rubber leg. Real quick, I'll go ahead and switch flies. For the next fly, I'm gonna go with the old squirmy worm. Can't really go wrong with a squirmy worm. I actually don't fish these too often, but these are in no particular order. Outside of like the first or the last 2 flies that I go over, those are gonna be the ones that I do fish all the time. Pretty good deep little run right there. There's one. Pretty quick there on the little squirmy. Goodness gracious, settle down. That looks like a wild fish to me. Look at him. Hey, buddy. First cast into this hole, caught a little wild brown trout. Man, that stinks. I'm gonna show it anyway. It was the first cast in this little run. Look at this wild brown trout. Beautiful. See you, buddy. That stinks. I stopped recording. All right, as I work my way up this creek and try to not get attacked by bees or tangled in every tree, I want to talk about the squirmy worm. Now this thing doesn't exactly look natural. The one that I'm using is bright pink, which glows under UV light. And trout, especially young ones, can see in the UV spectrum. This means it's super visible in pretty much all conditions, and even if it's not a perfect match for anything, trout react out of instinct. There we go. Here, buddy. There we go. Nice. There we go. And a little stalker. See you, buddy. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and switch flies now. Obviously, the squirmy worm is super effective, but I'm wanting to show off all 5 today. So for now, I'm gonna switch over to a fly that has caught me some of the biggest trout of my life. All right, so I've gone ahead and thrown on the next fly. It's the good old-fashioned jig streamer. So I'm gonna use this black one today. So, sort of got like little sparkles of purple in there and a pink bead. And I'm gonna This one in particular has worked really, really well for me in the past. Caught some huge trout on it. I love this fly because it's so heavy. Typically put like a bigger bead on it and size 10 jig hook. It's just really good for those deep holes. But I've caught like a bunch of fish on this thing, wild trout included. There's a fish right there as I'm talking. Almost immediately. Oh, there we go. Oh my gosh, he's super fired up. Trying to just show him off real quick. Yep. I could have sworn I saw another one in this little run, but that was, once again, maybe third or fourth little drift. See, I keep seeing something that's probably a leaf. Yep, nice. Good thinking. Hey, I think there's a stick with a leaf flashing down there. I'm going to cast right into it. I would say most of the time I'm dead drifting this thing. You know, especially when I'm in stuff like this. If I'm in a bigger pool, I'm definitely going to start jigging it and stripping it just like I would a streamer. But for the most part, if I'm in these pockets, I'm definitely dead drifting. All right, you may notice a complete shift in time of day. I saw a bunch of hatches, so I started dry fly fishing for a little bit. But I'm going to get back to it now. For me, there's nothing like dry fly fishing. But you'll notice, obviously, I Euro nymph a lot. And I'm mostly Euro nymphing for stock trout. Like if it's a stock section, that's when I'll break out the Euro rod. I just had a hit right there, by the way. Might be able to get him. But if it's like a little wild trout stream, I'm almost always just dry fly or dry dropper. There you go. I figured I'd get that dude down there. Hey, buddy. Oh, there we go. Nice. There we go. See you, buddy. There we go. Out under that rock. Might be a little wild one. He's fighting really, really good. Hey, buddy. Yes. That's a little wild trout. It's a pretty good sized wild rainbow too for this section. Oh, got him back in my net. I'll let you go. Good one right here. Look at that. See you, buddy. So a jig streamer will catch just about everything. Okay, so that'll do it for the jig streamer. There's just so many different ways you can fish it. It's just such an all-around good fly. You'll catch some monsters with it. Catch plenty of stalkers, plenty of wild trout. So it is a super versatile fly. All right, I'll come back a few days later. We're gonna start out with the waltz worm, which is probably my favorite just all-around fly. Just because there's so many different variations of it, this thing is absolutely awesome. And pretty much every time I use it, it ends up crushing. So we'll go ahead and get started. I'm way high up at this point and it is really cold and the water is low. So I'm thinking if I'm not really seeing much up here, I'm gonna have to go way down. But as for the waltz worm, I'm using the pink beaded waltz worm today, which this thing just, it's so good. I wanted to work my way up this section right here, but I don't think it's gonna be any good with the water this low. That's a fish. There we go. A waltz worm, about 3 casts in. I'm telling you, this fly right here, it's just hard to beat. Oh, he didn't like that. Head up. Yes. There we go. See how buggy this thing looks? I'm not sure if that's focusing on that or not, but I like to leave the hairs poking off of it because it looks like little bug legs. Pretty good size stock trout there, probably 12 inches or so, a little bit more. All right, that was real quick with the waltz worm there. Like I was saying, this thing is just all around awesome. There's so many different variations of it. One of my favorites actually is just with a copper bead. Caught a pretty good sized brown trout, actually pretty recently, on a waltz worm with a copper bead. There we go, that's a good one. Oh, whoa. Goodness, this guy's fighting so good. Hey, buddy. That's it, head up. There we go. I'll take that for fishing about 5 minutes. You know, look at that. See you, buddy. All right, we've had some early success, which I'm not just saying this, that is the way it goes typically with this fly and all of these flies, really. All of these flies that I've shown in this video, they're just really good. All right, real quick, as I work my way up to this hole here, if you wouldn't mind leaving this video a like, it helps a whole lot. It's like giving me a tip. And also, please consider subscribing if you haven't already. Those things are super helpful and I really appreciate it. So, yeah, thank you. It looks way too good for there to not be a fish in there. There we go. I think it's a little wild trout. All right, he already popped the fly. I'm gonna try to get a picture of him. This dude is super squirmy. Look at him. About an 8-inch wild right there. See, bud? It's a good one. You probably noticed something pretty similar with all these flies. They all have a little bit of color to them. And for whatever reason, trout, especially stock trout, really love pink. So that is a go-to of mine. There we go. There's a stalker right there, actually. Decent one. Dude, this cold water has them going crazy. There we go. He's tired out. Yes! Another good one. I'm gonna get a quick measurement of this dude. There we go. It's right below him there. One last shot of him real quick. Good one, healthy guy. See you, buddy. All right, I think that sort of shows off the waltz worm pretty well. And that was really, really fast for it this morning. So I'm gonna go ahead and switch over to what is my #1 confidence fly. For my #1 confidence fly, if you've seen any of my videos, you probably are familiar with this fly, but it's the ecstasy egg. This is specifically the ecstasy egg. It's tied with roe-colored ecstasy chenille. And this thing will crush anytime. Anytime. This thing is extremely good. If I'm having a bad day and I haven't caught a trout, I'm getting skunked, I'll throw in this fly. And it'll more than likely catch fish if they're there. So I'm gonna run a little experiment real quick. I fished this first thing this morning with the waltz worm. That was probably just 20 minutes ago at this point. And I caught one and I drifted it through maybe 3 more times, didn't get any more bites. I'm gonna see if we can get something with this egg. Oh, there's a limb right there. There's a fish. It's a wild trout. Look at that, that's a good sized wild fish on the egg. I would say this is a wild fish. Let me know what you think. Looks wild to me. Fins look perfect. Big eyes on it. See, buddy. Okay, I just drifted through this a few times with the waltz worm and didn't get anything. So I'm gonna see if this egg is any different here. That feels like a fish. Yep, it's a good one too. Way down low. Come here, buddy. Whoa! it's not that big. Come on. It's fighting really well. Oh, this drops off so much. Come on, get up for me. Don't horse him. Yes, that's a good one. It's a pretty good sized stalker. All right, here's the egg. A little chewed up now. Hopefully you can see it. But one thing I'm gonna do is if you just stick around to the end of the video and leave me a comment, let me know that you want them. I'll ship out 3 of these to somebody. So just let me know in the comments if you're interested, because I really don't see these very often in fly shops. But yeah, just let me know if you want them in the comments. Let me know which of these flies is your favorite, if you've used any of them. And I'll get you sent out a few of them. That's probably 13 inches. Too big. But one thing I do want to note about this egg is that I think the smaller fish, the more aggressive ones, tend to go after it first. So like before the really big ones even get a chance, you know, the big lunkers that are just sort of slowly swimming around a pool, like you'll have the really aggressive fast ones come up and snatch this thing. So it's almost a victim of its own success, you could say. But I don't care. I mean, this is a go-to. You know, dead of winter, not really much going on. You can throw one of these on, you're gonna catch fish. But the reason I wanted to put this video together though, is because I know there's a lot of fly selection videos out there. When I was first starting out, now most of the ones that I was coming across were about matching the hatch and really natural looking flies. And I firmly believe in that. That's great and everything, there's a fish. But I think it's more about presentation than anything. All right, just get it in front of their face. That's what it's all about. There we go. There you go. You're good, dude. See ya. This spot coming up here, I think this is gonna be the true test of the egg, because we're right behind a campground and this spot gets hammered with corn. There we go. You get hung in this tree real quick after missing a hook set. There we go. It's a decent one. I'm gonna go chasing him. Yeah, buddy. Pretty good, another pretty good stalker. Really, really healthy. Really good shape. Okay, at this point, I'm gonna move down to some deeper holes, see if I can catch a big one, and then close out the video. I'm gonna try this. This is exactly where I hooked into the big one with the patch rubber leg. Let's see if the pink egg can do something. Might be able to get one out of there. That's a good fish. That's a good stalker right there. Do not get under that. That's the biggest one of the day. Yeah, buddy. That's a good one. Shout out to Evan for that the shot of the fish here. This is the biggest one of the day. I think it's the biggest one, honestly, of this video. Good sized trout, actually. All right, that's a great way to end this video. I might cast under this tree a couple more times, but as far as these flies go, you really can't go wrong. They're in no particular order outside of the final 2 there. Those are 100% my confidence flies. I am gonna give away 3 of the ecstasy egg. So if you're interested, just let me know in the comments and let me know which of these 5 flies that you prefer the most. And I'll reach out on Instagram. I'll go ahead and pop up my Instagram handle here, or I'll just reply on your comment. Either way, I'll get them sent out to you. But thanks so much for sticking around to the end. Hopefully you got some good information out of this video. If you enjoyed the content, if you don't mind, leave me a like. It helps a whole lot. And also, please consider subscribing if you haven't already. But thanks so much once again, and I'll catch you next time. Bye. See ya.